Thanks for tuning in to this video here. How many sales are you losing to mediocre copy? That is not a rhetorical question. It's a real question. Why are you not working over here? Let's see. Instagram, come on. All right. There we go. We're live over here. We are live over here. Let's dive in. So this is the last video in this season of the Copy Lab show, and that is because applications are closing tomorrow night. So tomorrow, September 1st, applications will be closing for this round. Go ahead and once you go through the application, just so you know, this is how it's set up. You choose a time for us to talk, and then there are a couple of questions to answer. Go ahead and block like 10, 15 minutes to answer them. And that's so I can have all the information that I need and we don't have to necessarily go through all of it on the call. And also to help you get crystal clear if this is for you, because it really is not for everyone. That housekeeping announcement out of the way, go ahead and say hi over here and over here if you're watching this or if you're watching the replay. Today, I want to talk about what I think a lot of business owners prioritize and then don't realize is a priority, and what it's actually costing you. So here's what I mean by this. Here's the path of a business owner, coach, consultant, expert who is looking to sell more of their courses and programs. You want to scale with online courses and programs. And I hear this from so many people over and over again who tell me, okay, I've got to get my branding done. I've got to get my logo done. I have to get my website up and running. I have to, show up on social media and grow my audience. I am going to hire a copywriter to do my website. I need to, what else? Oh, I need to get Facebook ads up and running. All of these things that first of all, are not necessarily things you need to do in order to go ahead and get up and running. They're all important. They will all come in due time. But you know what makes you money is making offers and launching your programs. And the key that's going to unlock that is messaging and copy. And for some reason, that is the neglected part of the business for so many business owners. And I'm have my theories as to why that is. Couple of things just from working with my clients and hearing about what they've gone through. They've hired copywriters. They've been frustrated with the results. They think they have to go and do all of these other things, and it can be exhausting. Feeling like, okay, I have this whole long checklist of things that I need to do in order to be able to launch my program. And a lot of times that's the advice people are getting. It's like, okay, I need this, and then I have to go do my website, and then it's overwhelming. So what I want to do is take a breath. Calm the noise for a second. And hear this one clear message. The thing that powers your business is words. The right words to the right people at the right time. And yeah, it's important to have a brand and a logo and a website. Those will all happen. Those will all be a heck of a lot easier to do when you've got a program running and making money for you. And when you have the core messaging and the core copy assets to go ahead and put those in all of those other places. So when I ask the question, How many sales are you losing to mediocre copy? I want you to just have that in the back of your mind for a second. And not just that, how many sales are you losing because you are thinking that you have to build all of these other things first? So just hold that thought for a sec. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know if this is hitting for you. Give me a yes, true, if anything at any point is resonating, because I feel like people need to hear that. And when you're launching, what makes those launches successful, right? It's words. And here are actual words that my clients have said. And if you're curious and want to see more, you can check out dwcopy.com/copylab. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I cut down my writing time by at least half and charged my client 4x what I paid. Sounds good, right? Since working with Danielle, I feel like my copy really reflects my personality, but even better, I'm making so much more money. We've finally been able to hit the nail on the head and do a multiple six-figure webinar with Danielle's help. Our conversion rates and our earnings per lead were the highest ever. It really helps you to learn the strategy behind a launch. And that's just a taste of the kind of results people are getting. Like it's really amazing to see. And all of those people, when they came in, were busy doing other things. They're busy building their website, launching their program, doing the thing. And they came because they felt that there was something missing in their messaging, that copy was a skill that they wanted to own. And sometimes it takes a little while for people to get there. For example, my client Allison, who ghosted me a bit. Like I said, it took us a little while to get there. She reached out to me, and then a bunch of things happened in her life. And then eventually, 6 months later, we started working together. She jumped into Copy Lab, and within 2 months, she had 4x her return on investment. I don't even know what it is now because she is a rock star, and magical things are just happening in her business. But she waited, and she said to me, like, I waited longer than I needed to solve this problem. And I thought it was all these other things that I needed to do, but really it was this, and fixing the words and listening to what you were telling me was able to unlock so much more for my business. And it was really like, why didn't I do this sooner? And I feel like that is not just with investments in business, but in a lot of things in life, there's this feeling of, why didn't I do this sooner? When you actually get around to something, like, where have you been? Why didn't I do that? And we get in our own way a lot of times. And so if you think you're not ready to upgrade the copy in your business, if you're feeling like, cool, it's smooth, everything's great, we're good, I don't need help with that, that's fine. But if something is missing, if you feel like the messaging could be better, if you want your launches to make more of an impact, then think about where that feeling of, I have to get XYZ done before I can do this, think about where that's coming from. Is it coming from a place of fear, of like not being ready to own something about your message, like we talked about the other day? Or knowing that if you actually invest in this, in fixing this, that is going to unlock a whole bunch of new things in your business that you might not be ready for. It's going to unlock more clients, more sales, bigger launches, more team. And okay, I'm not sure that I'm ready for that success. I would say, again, take a deep breath. That is one thing you can handle as it comes. And those are good problems to have, right? Would love to be having that. For those who say, like, I don't want to do it myself, I should just hire somebody. Can I just hire someone to do this for me? And the answer is probably not in the beginning. If you're feeling that messaging is off, you are the one that has to fix it with help, right? I'm here to help you, to guide you through the process. I have that process that works, but you are the one that has all of that copy inside you that we need to unlock. And I can practically guarantee that if you go and hire a copywriter to go and do it for you at a certain point in your business, you won't necessarily get the results that you want. And in terms of the launch experience and strategy, I have written 16 seven-figure launches and counting in the past 5 years. Currently writing launches that are doing 6 figures, multiple campaigns all the time. I'm in it. I know what's working. I also have that experience and that perspective to not just be able to help you with the words, but with the strategy as well, to see where in your business there's profit being left on the table, there's revenue being left on the table, that with just a simple tweak, with a simple adjustment, could multiply your results. And if you're a little reluctant, afraid to be investing in your messaging and not getting a return on investment, let me just say that when you apply for CopyLab, that is the reason that I'm asking so many questions. That is the reason that I have the application process that I do. And the reason that we're going to chat is because I will only say that this is a fit for you if I am confident that I can get you an ROI and then some, that you will make your money back and then some. Because there are certain criteria and there are certain structures you need in your business to be able to make that happen. And I will offer you a spot if I feel fully confident that you will go ahead and get that ROI by doing the work. And I'll also let you know if it's not a fit. That fear of investing and actually having to go ahead and focus and write and sit down and work on this skill and not feeling ready for that. Let's talk about that one for a second. Because it's similar to what do you have to own about your message? What do you have to own about what you do in order to let that message flow out of you? It's similar to how does your business have to change? How do you have to shift what you're doing in order to allow these new results to come in? And so let me ask you this, what would a 5 or 6 figure launch mean to your business? How many sales are you missing out on right now because you haven't nailed your messaging and filled in these copy gaps? What would it feel like to be able to say, I'm doing it and it's working and it's so much easier now? So much easier. And it's even fun. I've had people say to me, like, I used to hate writing copy before and now it's easy. And I actually had fun writing an email to my list this week. How about that? Imagine that. I would love to hold space for you and hold you accountable and give you the tools to get there. And applications for CopyLab Inner Circle are closing tomorrow night. You can go to dwcopy.com/copylab to apply. We'll go ahead and get that link in the post. They're closing tomorrow night because I'm getting on a plane on Monday. I'm going to be traveling and I want to welcome in all of our new members and get everybody onboarded before that happens. So if there is a time for us to have a chat, today is the day to apply. Tomorrow is the day to talk. If not, then it's going to have to wait until the next time I open the doors. Now, if you are not sure or even just a little curious, go ahead and fill out that application. There's no risk to filling it out. There's no, or if you're not sure, just reach out to me via chat. I don't want anyone who thinks that, oh, this might be for me, I'm not sure, because taking that step, sending that message, answering those questions requires that action, that energy, putting into that, saying, okay, yes, I'm going to do this. And I've been there. I know what that feels like, taking that step. So if you're hearing this, if you're resonating with it, and you haven't yet taken that step, I would invite you to do that. Like, this is your sign, this is your time. Let me leave you with a story about timing. This launch, this open application period for Copy Lab is happening in the middle of the craziest month of the year. August is the craziest month of the year for me. My kids are all at home. They've been home for the past 3 weeks, really been home for the past 2 months. Everybody's on top of each other. They're fighting upstairs, they're fighting here, they're in the kitchen making a mess. Their stuff, like it's a little bit chaos. They go back tomorrow. Thank goodness. We're very excited about that. And it's been hard to get anything done. And to be honest, it's been hard to show up in the way that I've been doing in sharing my message, in really being here for you to open this invitation to Copy Lab for the right people. And it's hard, like I understand, okay, I don't have the time, there's other things going on, there's this, I'm not sure if I can make the time for this. And that is, there's no perfect time. I'm just going to say that. There's no perfect time. There's no, oh man, yeah, same. It's everybody's home and it's a whole. So, and yet I made this a priority and it happened. I was like, that's it. People need to know about this. I want to welcome new business owners into this group. There is so much magic happening in Copy Lab right now that more people deserve to know about it. More people deserve to know about it and have the chance to join. Because if you've been following me, if you've been seeing a post here and there, not knowing that this exists, I want you to know about it. So there's no perfect time. There is only what you prioritize and what you value as the thing that is going to move the needle in your business. And let me tell you, copy and messaging, it's not the sexiest thing, but it is the thing that makes a difference and has a ripple effect to everything else. Everything else. So if you have been waiting for a sign, if you've been waiting for the moment, this is it. The message in your business, the words that power your business, now is the time. Reach out, apply, take the step, because I don't want you to be leaving those sales on the table. I want your next launch to crush it. I want you to show up and be like, yes, the words, it's hitting, and hear the comments from people who are saying, yes, 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 this is it. You just read my mind. I want that for you. And I would love to invite you in. It is going to be fun. We are having so much fun in Copy Lab, making magic with words, hitting epiphanies, going deeper into the nuances of your business and your audience and your messages than maybe you ever have before. We're going there, and it is a beautiful thing to watch, and I would love to share it with you. So that said, we are going to wrap it here. I am excited to see your application come through. Grab a spot on the calendar while they are still available, and I look forward to hearing from you before applications close. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.